Do I look 21?
Yeah, you look 18 now.
Okay, hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube. I've had a bit of a hiatus, I won't lie, I've not even had time to dye my hair, but this is an exciting episode today because we have all of the athletes in that are going to be stepping on stage on Sunday at PCA. Now this is not all about peaking or what we've done in peak week or what we do on show day, because yes, of course that is important, but the groundwork is done beforehand, years and years and years beforehand. So this episode is a little bit about each individual journey because they are all so different and they have all been in completely different divisions. So we're currently halfway through the Scottish season, which is very exciting, and we've had an incredible start. So all of my athletes so far have either walked home with trophies or have placed within the top 3. So it's been a fantastic start to the season. We, as coaches in peak weeks for the Scottish season, need to also understand how intense it can be. The Scottish season is probably one of the most intense seasons across the course of the year, because in the Scottish season itself, you've got shows that are back to back. So you don't really have a lot of time in between each show to get the body fresh to then go again for the next show. So basically my approach has been, and it always has been with my Scottish athletes, is make sure that they are ready 2 weeks before their peak week actually kicks off. And what this basically means is we can then pull cardio, we can then reduce any and remove all fat burners if they were used. And it basically just means that we can cruise on like pretty much a consistent baseline heading into their first show of the season. And then from that point, the baseline's kind of just adjusted as and when moving into each of the shows. One thing that I don't tend to do with back-to-back shows is things like adding in cardio straight after a show, because number one, there is no need to try and move for further fat loss in between each show, because fat loss should be done by that point. And number two, it just allows that body to be completely rested if the cardio has been removed. In between each show is about fatigue management. So anyway, they're all been ready 2 weeks before their first peak week, halfway through the season, and we've got some more athletes for the next 4 shows. So this is all about these athletes today and their journeys to get to where we are right now. And first up, we have Kaylee. So Kaylee and I have worked together for the last 18 months, and she actually reached out to me because she needed help finishing up her photo shoot prep. Now, she came to me on silly low calories. Body fat was in a good place, but it wasn't low. So we had to then get in a position of recalibrating her. So we actually pushed her baseline of food up. She got leaner in that process, and then she stepped behind that camera feeling incredible. Now from that point, it was a case of continuously moving forward in her physique development, and she made the decision that she wanted to compete. So she actually competed last week. She got a 3rd in tone figure, which is absolutely incredible. Kaylee's also a mum of 5 boys, which is madness. And she is also a PT, so she's on her feet all day. Now, in my opinion, this is what happens when you stop chasing extremes with low calories and actually start to think about physique development in itself. Okay, and next up we have Morgan. So Morgan also competed last week, and she took a 1st place in toned figure, and she also won the Best Poser Awards, which was absolutely fantastic. Now, Morgan, in my opinion, is more of an elite execution over a long period of time. Now, Morgan didn't come to me and say, right, I want to compete in 2 years. She came to me and she was like, I want to build a fucking physique that I'm really proud of. And that is when we started to get to work on building something that was truly special for her. Now, Morgan is also a PT. She runs a business, she has her own gym, and we know how demanding that can be, not only on the physique, but also on the levels of stress that you have on a day-by-day basis when time management is so tight. So I'm really incredibly proud of her, and I cannot wait for the rest of her season. She is a beautiful toned figure athlete, and she's put the work in over the last few years. Next up we have Scott, right? So Scott and I have actually worked together for over 5 years. Now Scott reached out to me initially, I think it was lockdown, and he said to me that he just wanted to better his life. So we actually started training out of the garage at home. Now, during that time, Scott was basically learning a little bit more about his body, and that was his only goal, was to learn a little bit more about his body and start to level up with his nutrition and training and everything else in between. Now, this is actually now our second season together, and he has already had an incredible start, and he's won first places and second places throughout the season itself. Now, when he started coaching with me, he was then able to leave his job, to then meet the love of his life, to then start bodybuilding and start competing, and he's completely transformed who he is as an individual. And this is why I believe that bodybuilding is so fucking special, because it not only, yes, transforms your physique, but it dominoes into other aspects of your life. And that's why I'm incredibly proud of him, from basically going from a lifestyle client through to being a very, very, very high level amateur of a bodybuilder. Next up we have Nicola. So I think that Nicola is the complete recomposition master, right? Now, Nicola had already done a season before she came on board with me. And when she came on board with me, she was about 4 kilos only above what she is right now. And this just shows to you that the scale weight means absolutely fuck all when it comes to bodybuilding. She is far more muscular now, and she is far, far leaner than she was when she stepped on stage last time around. Now, Nicola, she just wanted different protocols, she wanted a new approach, and she fucking executes every single day. She's also a mother, and she also works full time, and she literally is no drama. She is a fucking breeze to work with, because she works so fucking hard. And her goal was, Taylor, I need to grow my lower, I need to grow my glutes. And last year, sorry, not last year, but the time that she stepped on stage previously, her glutes were good, but they weren't where they could be, and now, holy fuck, wait till you see what her glutes are like right now. Her glute ham tie is absolutely fucking incredible, and that's because of the work that she's put in. Next up, we have Angie, my loyal and long-term athlete. Funny story, Angie was actually my first ever client that I put on stage, and we've worked together since 2021. Now, Angie is the representation of what can be achieved through continuous execution every single season, not being scared to do an off season, not being scared to dip into different divisions as well. We started off in tone figure, we then moved into wellness, we reverted back to tone figure, and now she has moved into athletic figure, and she looks absolutely incredible. And I'm really excited for her to showcase off her physique in this season, because she is honestly one of the most determined women that I've ever met in my whole entire life. She's also a mum, and I think it's absolutely fantastic how she can balance being a full-time worker in the hospital, being a mum, and also being an absolutely incredible athlete. Next up, we have Alicia, and Alicia has a special place in my heart. She is a first-time bikini athlete, and she actually won a first place last week at her show. Now, stepping on stage as a first-time bikini athlete can be quite daunting, but her confidence has grown every single time that she has seen her physique come to life. Now, Alicia, again, didn't start this journey just out of nowhere. She didn't just decide one day, right, I want to compete. She worked with a coach previous to me on more of a lifestyle and photo shoot basis. Sky G Fit, big shout out to Sky G, because she's done an incredible job of setting Alicia up to then move across into me, to then do an off season, and then to do a prep for a bodybuilding show. And this just shows as well that you can have a lot of experience working with a different coach before you also move on to a different coach after that, and we can combine our knowledge together and get the most out of an athlete itself. So I can't wait to see her again this Sunday, and I know she's going to smash it. So that is all of the athletes being seen to, and I am extremely happy with all of their physiques. So it's a case of just eating today, eating tomorrow, and then getting them organised for Sunday. And like I said to them all, it's a case of enjoying the day, because they've worked their ashes off to get to this point, and this is going to be a memory for them, and we need to make sure that we have fun in the process as well. We don't know who's going to show up on the day, and it's a case of being respectful to other athletes and also being proud of yourself when you do step on that stage. But I am incredibly proud as a coach. Can't wait to see them all thrive on Sunday. So have a look at my Instagram, because I will be posting all of the results from the PCA Scotland show, and best of luck to them all. And guys, I love you to bits.